What's up, everybody? Paul,
Cody,
back at you, Ditch Panda Bass Fishing for another video today, and we're talking all about our top five summer baits, the ones that we always have on the deck.
the ones that are the best to throw.
Everybody knows we only have 5 rods on the deck. So here we go.
That's a dadgum ditch panda.
We don't have 5 rods on the deck.
Of course we don't.
58 rods.
Let's get the one out of there that everybody knows is on the table.
Dropshot.
Yep. Yep. It's the Dropshot. These are Robo worms, 4.5 inch blue crawler. It doesn't matter. Whatever works on your lake. Dropshot catches fish all year, let's be honest. But if those fish are out deep, especially if they're lethargic, maybe it's a little closer to the post spawn, doesn't matter. They're out deep, Dropshot. Or shallow, as Paul likes to throw the power shot, you know, 4 inch drop on the weight.
There's a bunch of different ways to throw a drop shot. A lot of people just don't talk about.
Punch with a drop shot.
Sure. It's gonna get bit. So me personally, in the summertime, I get rid of the worm and I go with a shad bait, shad style bait. I go with a bait fish look. So whether it's a 2.8 Keitech, whether it's an easy shiner, whether it's a gambler, whether it's
a jackal glossy shad that they don't make anymore.
A jackal glossy shad that they don't make anymore. If you guys still have some, DM us.
Yeah, seriously.
So anyway, but yeah, I'm not saying ditch the worm.
No,
what I'm saying is
they both work.
There will be days where they will not eat a worm.
True.
And they will eat a shad pattern or a bait.
Well, they'll absolutely eat the worm less.
So pick that up.
Pick the Robo worm.
Everybody's throwing a Robo worm.
Not true.
Everybody's throwing a worm.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, you got a lot to choose from.
True.
We'll throw some of the stuff that we really like down in the video description. So, you know, stuff like the Strike Kings. Robo worm, of course, is, you know, a staple, but there's a few others that we throw too, because you want to switch it up, and we'll throw some of that shad stuff, or sorry, bait fish, as it is,
yeah, as it should be.
A lot of almost every lake has golden shiners in it, or some variation of that, so that's kind of what you're going for.
Go to the other one that everyone knows is on the table.
Oh, the other one, the one that Cody wants to talk about.
No, I don't. You go ahead. Numero dos.
But number one in our hearts.
Yeah, it's true.
The frog. You never leave home without it.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, it's
if
like,
you know what's
was
good
that
for you.
the MasterCard? Never leave home without it. Visa.
Visa maybe.
Visa.
I don't know.
Anyway, don't ever leave home without a frog. Tied on the deck of your boat.
The frog rod should always be on the deck of your boat.
The frog rod is it's a setup that only gets utilized by most people for like 2 months out of the year.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but also deadly because most people don't.
Exactly.
So, challenge yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep that sucker on the deck. Throw it in open water.
Yeah, just because you don't have matted grass or
doesn't matter.
Scum mats doesn't mean you can't throw a frog.
The length at which a bass will come to destroy this frog or variations of them will blow your mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
So 100% throw a frog. We will put a combo or 2 down there as well in the video description, because
it's very technique specific.
This? Yeah.
It's technique specific.
We'll talk about a lot of stuff that you can utilize, like junk stuff, like what we would call junk fishing.
Like junk rods.
Where they're absolutely not junk rods, but it's like versatility.
Yeah, you can use them for a bunch of
different techniques. This, nah.
In open water, you can get away with it.
Sure.
But
that's the exception. But we don't want to muddy the water, so buy a frog rod, buy a frog setup. It's very specific. We will link all that stuff in the video description. But basic idea is a broomstick and 65-pound braid.
Yep. That's it.
So
And as fast as reels you can get.
and a really fast reel. So there you go, the Frog. Number 2 on here, number 1 in our hearts. And if you want the best one in the business,
Goes to Spro
it's all
Bronzeye.
about the Spro Bronzeye, man.
Let's just close out the top water while we're at it.
Yeah.
Number 3, the good old popper. Whichever one's your favorite, don't care. My preference, I like, this is the Rebel, or not the Rebel. This is the River to Sea bubble popper.
Looks a hell of a lot like a Rebel, though. I mean,
Well, I mean, it's a popper.
yeah.
The Rebel Pop R.
Pop
I like those too, though.
By the way, those things are amazing.
Those only
Yeah.
2 pop. No, that's true. I like the Arashi Cover Pops too. But the River to Sea bubble popper, the River to Sea bubble walker, which is also a popper, the Rebel, all the, it doesn't matter. Whatever you guys like, the popper's awesome. Early morning in the summertime, there's no ripple on the water. It's almost glass. You can huck this thing a mile, let it sit there, pop it a couple times. I always feel like my bites in the summertime on a popper are like the first or second, like the first cadence I give it.
Yeah, I mean, you would spend a bunch of time popping that thing all the way back. You want to put this thing in the strike zone, wherever you think that is, and give it, you want to make that sucker dance.
Yep.
You're bringing that bass to the prom,
Yeah.
and that's its dance partner. You want to get it going quick, and then when it's out, reel it back in.
And that's
You'll
it.
spend a day and a half pulling that thing in because you'll
no need
bomb
for
them. Yeah, really. They're not going to chase something like that all the way because it's not going fast enough. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video. But like when you're talking about reaction baits, there's variations in reaction. So
But the popper.
the popper, beautiful bait. It gets it done.
You gonna take a jerk bait? Number 4.
The jerk bait. Tried and true. Most beautiful bait in my arsenal. I have single-handedly spent more money on jerk baits than most people spend on tackle their entire life.
Yeah.
Boxes, 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 and more boxes of jerk baits. And the reason is, it is my number 1 confidence bait. It is, I have it tied on all year round, first of all, but in the summertime, that's where it really gets fun because this bait, you will just go bananas with it.
Yeah.
Throw that thing out there and just act like you're really angry at it.
Yeah. Just rip, 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 rip,
And
rip,
just
rip.
keep going.
Yep.
Barely pause. I mean, every now and then you want to pause, probably to catch your breath, and but you want to keep it going.
Yeah.
This is a deep diver, but the deep divers you got to be a little bit careful in terms of ripping it because these things will blow out a lot quicker.
They get weird.
Right. So you can still go really fast, but your actual length of twitch.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about that in another one.
Yep.
So I will back up. I will go all day about this stuff. Jerk baits. And you want some sound.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the summertime, you want them to be upset. Right?
Yeah.
So always tie it on. And there's so many out there from $5 to 30. Pick your poison. Go have a blast. Again, we'll link some of our favorites and a combo too. One that I'm
Down in the description.
yeah down there too. So all right, that's number 4.
Number 5. The one you don't like.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship.
The deep diving crankbait.
Yeah.
This is a Strike King 8XD. It's tried and true. The bass are out deep. You gonna get to them on a reaction bait? It's gonna be this.
Yeah, it's gonna be an 8 or a 10 XD or a Norman DD or you know,
it depends on how deep they are.
Yeah.
I think just about every company now that makes a crankbait makes a
definitely
ultra deep diving crankbait. Berkeley's Dredger is really good.
Yeah. I always forget about that one. I don't know why.
They have a weight in the bill up towards the front, which really gets it down quicker, which is good. Obviously, the XDs, they're awesome.
Yeah, hard to beat those. 6 Cents makes some really good.
6 Cents has got one.
Monsters.
Tactical Bassin's one with
River to
Sea.
the
tactical DD.
The tactical DD. It goes to 15 feet. It's a beautiful crankbait. They make it in, I think, 6. I've got every one of them. We have every one of them, sorry. Those are awesome. I mean, they're great actually in the wintertime. They're fantastic in the wintertime, but they work really well in the summer too.
Absolutely.
So they thump. That's the one thing, like, you're going to notice, like, this guy, if you can hear it, well, I'm sure you can hear it.
I put it next to the mic.
Yeah, right here. Anyway.
Yeah, they're loud.
They're loud. And
got big knockers in it.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. They almost sound like almost a lipless. Pretty close. Like the lipless.
Like the tungsten 2-tap, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. So
because there's also, like in this one, there's 2 different size weights in here. There's big one and the small ones, which is the little rattling you get, like the lipless. But then there's the big ones in there that give it that thumping sound.
That's pretty unique to the Strike King.
And I don't know if you guys can see it, but the bill of this should be pretty tore up.
Yeah, if you're not hitting the bottom, you don't have the right depth crankbait on.
Right. You should probably go deeper.
You need to go deeper.
Yep.
I mean, that is it.
Those are 5, man.
If you have those 5 tied on, I guarantee.
Well, those are our 5 favorites.
Yeah, those are our 5 favorites. But
I'm happy to throw any of these.
Right. Well, like I said, they're tied on. All 5 of these are tied on my boat all the time. They're always on the deck. Not even tied on. I mean, I'm not talking rod locker. I'm talking these things are on the deck.
Maybe not so much this one.
Well, I was just going to say, like, after a few hours, this one's probably going under to you.
Yeah.
But that depends on what it looks like outside, too.
True.
So, I mean, again, and we'll go over all that. We're going to do some of that stuff.
More
look for all that. I mean, this was just our top 5 favorites.
Yeah.
So,
honorable mentions.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got a jig. I mean, obviously, you want to get down to them also. Dragging a jig, yo-yoing a jig, swimming a jig.
It's going to generate a bigger bite.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to upgrade, if you're drop shot and you're catching some small fish, throw a jig.
Yeah.
See if you can upgrade. I mean, that's one of those that you can transition into for that reason, right? Because you want to maybe upgrade your fish size. So that's a good one. Honorable mention's a jig. I'm going to go honorable mention. I'm going to do lipless crankbait.
Yeah.
I mean, lipless is...
Especially up shallow.
Oh, my God. In grass?
Yeah.
I need a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you.
All those fish looking for oxygen.
The most deadly thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's that or a chatterbait,
which
is also another.
Yeah.
The last one would be what? Swimbait for me.
Another honorable mention?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, there's so many of them.
Yeah, swimbait. Bottom swimbait. Rolling on the bottom.
Yeah, or, well, no. I mean, in the summertime, it's like you can go anywhere with it. That's the best part.
I'm talking about the deep ones.
Sure, sure. So, you got to have a swimbait tied on because that's kind of a search bait.
We're muddying the water with our honorable mentions.
I know, but that's what we do.
It's hard to get 5.
Because there's so many.
It's hard to get 5.
Because like we said, we don't really have 5 tied on. We've got 50, 8.
Yeah, and one that's probably broken.
You're going to see, you've already seen videos.
Yeah.
Tripping over stuff. It's.
We're getting better at pushing them to the back.
We get better at putting them underneath so they don't see them. Yeah. You know, I mean, what can you say?
Hey, man, sometimes when you bust the Iconelli and you hook up and you sprint to the back of the boat, you're going to trip on stuff.
Don't ever do that again. That's another video, too. But, you know. So, anyway, guys, again, this is the most important thing. Get out there and go fishing.
Yep.
All these, besides this one, you can go to a pond and throw.
Yeah, don't throw that at a pond.
Yeah.
One thing for bank fishermen, though, a deep diving crankbait like this is really good for you guys because you can bomb this thing a mile and it's going to get to bottom
real quick
before, and use one that dives. Like if you're in 7 or 8 feet of water, use one that goes at 15. Get it down there as quick as possible and slow roll it. And you're going to cover much more of your target zone with the deep diving crankbait. Good little tip for you guys.
That's a great tip, actually. And again, the best part about ponds is that there's not a bunch of cover. Like, you're not going to be getting stuck on wood and stuff like that. So when you bomb it out to the middle of that lake, you're going to bring some grass back, but it's nothing you can't handle.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, that's a great tip. Great tip.
All right, guys. Well, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Tell us what we forgot. I want you guys to comment down below on your favorite.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll get back to you. We promise. We will.
Favorite and colors too. Colors of your favorite summertime lures. And don't forget, if you're looking for that good snack on the boat, on the water, Bagable beef jerky. At Bagable on Instagram, bagable.com. On our Instagram at Ditch Panda Bass Fishing in the link. And use code DP10, 10% off at checkout. All orders over $50, you get free shipping. And it's the best beef jerky on the planet. It's a nice, good, healthy snack. What more can you ask for?
You can put it in your back pocket.
Yep.
If you're bank fishing, you can put it in your back pocket.
Yep.
It is amazing.
It's beautiful.
All right.
All right.
Till next time.
We're out.